Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon, grade 1. How are you all doing? Good. That's really great. Yes, I'm also good. Alhamdulillah. Thank you and welcome to your social studies class. In today's class, we will be discussing the difference between city jobs versus village jobs, or what are the jobs that city people prefer to adopt, and what types of jobs are usually done by the people who are living in villages. Okay. So before starting with that, let's quickly revise what we have learned in our yesterday's class. Who is going to tell me what we did in our last class? Excellent. We have an overall discussion on professions or different types of jobs, right? We watched an interesting video related to that as well, which have all types of jobs. What do we call them and what type of duties do they perform, right? Let's say who is a pilot, what types of duties he do, who is a mechanic, what type of duties he do, and then what is the difference between a driver and a pilot. Similarly, who are journalists, what types of news do they tell us. So we have discussed about almost all types of fields which are all types of professions which are around us, and what types of duties do they do, right? Now, in today's class, we will be starting with the difference between city and village jobs. In the last class, the professions that we discussed, they were a collective of both cities and villages. So today we will make a list. We will make a difference between the both two, right? So let's start with the definition of job or work. How can we define it? Any type of work that you adopt for living, for a good living, is known as your job, right? Now, in our last class, we also has studied the difference between profession, between the trades, and the last one was non-skilled or unskilled, right? So what were the differences between that? Profession is the one for which you let's say taking a degree, then you get experience, and then you are hired by someone, right? Unskilled jobs are those in which you do not need any degree, for which you do not need any experience, which everyone can do. Let's say a clerk, let's say a security man, let's say a cleaner, right? A shopkeeper. So all of these does not need any experience. And trades are all types of jobs which are related to trading, in which people they basically invest on something and then they get something in result of that. Got it? Okay. So now let's start with the difference between city and village life. So let's start with let's watch an interesting video related to city and village life, that what types of lives people have in cities versus villages. So when we get an idea about this, we can better understand the jobs as well which cities and villages people do. So is my screen visible? Okay, great.
Hello guys, today I'm going to tell you the difference between village and the city life. So let's go. Let's go to the city life and find out what's there to see. Oh, big buildings and skyscrapers. Big offices, banks, hospitals, and everything is available. There are a lot of lights around, but there's a lot of traffic as well, and noise, which creates a lot of pollution in the air, and the noise pollution as well. But then there are amusement parks and all these entertainment places to go to, so it's a good family life place. But then there's the city life, the street life, where you can find all sorts of people, some poor, some rich. Then there are big malls, shops and stores you can choose from. And the hotels, the restaurants and cafes, so many places to go to. That's the city. Look at the village now. Let's see what's there.
Okay, now through this, what we have watched about the city is that city life has a lot of hustle and bustle. You can find all types of comforts over there, and according to that the lives of people are that, let's say, they have all types of amusement parks and that for entertainment purposes, right? So they can go there and they can have fun. Similarly, if we talk about the types of shopping, so you can have all the grocery stores, you have big shopping malls around you where you can go and you can even find all whatever you need at one place as well, right? Then, if we talk about hospitals or medical facility, in cities we have the 24-hour medical facility. There are a lot of small clinics, and there are big hospitals, government hospitals, private hospitals, where you can go and have your checkup, right? So all of these things are related to cities. Now, similarly, if we talk about the overall environment, we have the big skyscraping buildings in the city. We have, and beside all of these fun and all, we also have a pollution and noise coming from different from these vehicles which are all the time on the roads. Similarly, the smoke which is coming from them and the chimneys of the factories, it is also creating pollution in the cities as well. Okay, so and the children can have fun. Parents can take their children to the different zoos, to different parks, different amusement places on the weekends and otherwise as well, to have a lovely weekend. Okay, so now this is all. Let's move toward the village life. Now, if we talk about the village life and opposite to that, let's see what we have in it.
And the hotels, the restaurants and cafes, so many places to go to. That's the city. Look at the village now. Let's see what's there in the village. Small buildings, small houses, here and there a little bit of banks and stuff. Less traffic, so less pollution. A lot of farming. A lot of plain fields and organic things. With kettles. Great sight to see, all organic and natural beauty. Oh, then we can go to the farmhouse and grow some vegetables and have a bonfire. And the evenings are so peaceful under the stars. And we can always go camping. But actually, that's about it.
Now, see, in comparison to that, if we talk about the village life, village do not have all of this, right? Villages do not have you seen any amusement parks in the villages? Have you seen any zoo in the villages? No, but there are farm animals available, right? There is no need to go to zoo to see the animals. You can easily see them at the people's home. They have all that, right? Similarly, if we talk about the hospitals, the medical facility, we do not have a 24-hour medical facility in the zoo, in the villages. Why? Because in the villages we do not have the big buildings, we do not have the doctors, we do not have such profession people, right? So when if somebody, let's say, gets sick, or if somebody have a serious disease, they have to take the patient to the city. So they'll be having a travel difficulty, they will be having a time difficulty, transportation difficulty, all of these things, which makes up a if we talk about overall, there are benefits of living in the cities, yes, and there are benefits of living in the village as well, because villages have the fresh air, they have the serene environment, they have all types of fresh fruits and vegetables are available for you. You can also have, so this is all about the village life. We do not have all of these things available in our cities. But if we talk about all other facilities that we have in cities, we do not have that in village as well. So yes, both have their benefits, both have their drawbacks as well. But people prefer city life mostly over village life. Why? Because cities, the advantages that we have in cities, we cannot find them in villages. Okay, so now I'm going to share the screen again with you, and there is this vocabulary which is related to jobs, which is related to basically most types of professions that we have. So let's learn about this. vocabulary. The first is the office worker. Now, an office worker is the one, like all types of people who work in an office, they are known as office workers. Okay. The next we have a computer programmer. Now, the computer programmer is basically a, yes, computer programmer is the one who has attained a degree in maybe programming, who has a degree in computer science, who has a degree in software engineering. So we can, relate all this with computer. Then we have veterinarian. They are those who basically, check the animals, right? They are the doctors of animals. We call them as veterinarian. Okay. Then we have the street window, all types of people who have stalls in the streets. They can have food stalls, they can have clothes stalls, they can have shoe stalls. So all types of people that we call them as street window. Then we have factory workers. Now, all types of workers who work in factories, whatever the department is, whatever type of job or duty they perform, we have collectively called them as factory workers. Then we have miners. Now, whatever the type of mining they are doing, is it about coal, is it about salt or whatever, we call them as miners. Then we have teacher. Now, teacher is a collective term which is used for all types of teachers, whether it's a maths teacher, English teacher, whether it's a science teacher. So we call them as a teacher, right? Then we have real estate agents. Now, agents are the people who basically, we can say that they connect different people, right? So state agents. Then we have bellboys, right? Then we have guest station attendants. So what after that? And then we have delivery man, all types of delivery man, whoever bring your couriers, whoever bring your packages, they are known as delivery man. Then we have pharmacists. They pharmacists may include all types of work who work in the different laboratories, and also who are sitting in different medical stores, right? So this is the vocabulary which is related to the different types of jobs. Now, what is your class activity? That you are supposed to write few points, but we have discussed right now in the form of bullets about the city jobs versus village jobs. Write them in the form of bullets, in the form of pointers. What are the jobs that are adopted by the people who are living in the cities, and then who are adopted by the people in villages? Okay. Make a column and then write one on one side and the other on second side. Hurry up. Start writing. Yes, let me know when you are done. Yes, Alize, are you done? Okay, show me your points. Very good. Yes, Abdullah, are you done too? Show it to me. Very well done. So everybody is done. Okay, that was all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the lecture. Do share this video with others because it's free learning. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Take care. Allah Hafiz.